Hi guys, Steve Carew here, Fulling Mill Technical Manager. I'm here in the beautiful hut at Tescoombe Fishery and I'm going to tie some of Fulling Mill's top patterns using some of our new amazing fly tie materials. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to tie the dirty pink shrimp. It's probably one of my most effective grayling patterns, especially on chalk streams. This is a size 14, but you can tie them really dinky, like right down to sort of size 20s. Very effective fly for fish that you see in like skinny water. So I'll show you how to tie it. The hook I'm going to use is the Fulling Mill Czech Nymph Heavy. This is in a size 14. As I say, you can tie them right down to a 20, and they are very effective in the small sizes. The big thing I like about these shrimps is if fish are in shallow water, they don't make too much of a disturbance as they land on the water, which can really spook the fish. So first things first, it does need a little bit of lead in it. You can use lead or the substitute lead, whatever you want to use. I put a little dab of super glue on the hook shank first, and then just wind the wire over the top of the super glue. So you want to try and wind the wire in the middle so you can build up thread either end and sort of taper it a little bit. So we just wind some wire up. Okay, so that would do. Pinch that off, and then the thread we're going to use, it's a kind of like a shell pink colour. I do think that helps this fly. Let me just smooth off that little bit of lead there. Okay, so attach your tying thread, and then we just want to try and build up a little bit of a taper in front of where that wire starts, and then wind over the top of the wire, and then again just try and build a little bit of a taper at the back of the wire there. Okay, then take your thread back up. Then first things first, just want to tie in a bit of wire for the ribbing. Could use any colour, but I've got pink here. Just catch that in. And then the next material we're going to use is the Fulling Mill bug back. So this is just sort of like a soft, slightly stretchy plastic material. It's great for doing shellbacks on shrimps, Czech nymphs, things like that. You can even do shellbacks on sort of saltwater flies, things like that. It's got a sort of a card backing that helps you cut the bug back, and then you can just peel the card off, and then you're just left with the plastic. So I just try and cut this into sort of a slightly tapered shape there. Cut that off. So I've got thinner up this end, fatter down that end. I'll even taper that a little bit more before I tie it in. And then you just peel away the card, and you're left with the little sort of plastic strip. It does make a sort of a really realistic shellback to a fly. One side's a bit more shiny than the other. You can use it whichever way you choose. So just wind my thread down, catch it in, and then just make sure that shellback's nice and secure. So the next material I'm going to use is our new Ultra Nymph Dubbing. So this is a mix of, it's got a couple of natural materials in it, and it's got a couple of synthetics. It's really, really soft. It goes really translucent when it's wet. It's perfect for things like shrimps. Really, really nice dubbing material. So it dubs really easily as well. So just take a little pinch of this, and dub it onto your thread. So we've got quite a few colours in this range of dubbing, and some of them they might look quite muted, but they've actually got little fluorescent highlights running through it. I think if I stuck that on there, you can see it really pops. So although it looks quite sort of drab and muted in colour, it does have some real fluorescent highlights that attract the fish. So let's see if this is enough just to do the body. Okay, so just wind this up. As with all shrimps, you kind of want the fattest bit to be in the middle and then taper down at either end. So I just need a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so that will work for me. Right, bring that shell back up and pull it fairly tight over the top of that body. Just tie it down with a few turns of thread. Okay, and then we just rib it with the wire. Okay, so just do it in nice open turns, so it looks like the sort of segmented back of a shrimp. As you wind it, sort of take the turn over the top and then pull it tight, and it'll bite down into the bug back, shell back material. Okay, so we're just catching that wire rib. Helicopter the wire off. And if we just pull this bug back, just try and neatly cut off the tag piece. Okay, and then we just need to build a little head here. Just got some annoying hair sticking over the front. Okay, so you could just literally build up a head here, whip finish, and you would be done. But for some reason I've always liked eyes on shrimps. So first things first, we built up a little head. Then I'll just apply a little touch of UV resin to the head. Okay, so I'll just apply this with a needle just because it's quite a small little head there. So this fly in the winter for me is probably one of my #1 patterns. Can either fish it as a single nymph, just cast a sighted fish, or you can use it as a dropper fly on a conventional setup. Very effective. Okay, so let's just cure that. I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but there's quite a lot of fluorescent highlights in that dubbing there. Okay, and then just to finish the fly, just try and put some little black paint dots on the side. It's not necessary, but it does just finish the fly off, I think. And when those paint dots are dry, I would just put another little coat of UV resin over the top. The other thing you can do is if you just pick that dubbing out, just to make it a bit leggy. Okay, so just try and pick out some of that dubbing. Some of the fibres are a bit long, you could just trim them down. But there we go. That is the dirty pink shrimp. Really effective grayling pattern. Use it all year long, but it's especially effective over winter.